Hey guys, what's going on? SOS here, and something does look a little different. I am standing. So, I want you guys to let me know what you think about that. Do you prefer me sitting or standing? I think standing is a little more interactive and nice because I could get up, I can move around, I can bounce around, I can get this close to the camera, but you guys probably don't want to see me get that close to the camera. But let me know in the comments. But I know what you guys are here for. You guys are here for the thumbnail, the video, Tony Chopper's loyalty discussion. I've done a loyalty discussion on, I think, a good majority of the Straw Hats. I think half of them. We did Brooke in the last video, and in this video, we're going to be doing Tony Chopper. And you guys know how these videos work. We're just going to be talking a little bit about the Straw Hats, the backstory, and that key moment when the Straw Hats said Luffy will become King of the Pirates. And I'm not going to go too in-depth with the backstory. Most of you guys already know Chopper's backstory, but I do want to touch upon the dark part of his backstory. You guys all know when that is. That's when Chopper, was segregated from his whole pack. So let's get right into that. As you guys know, our favorite character, Cotton Candy Loving Chopper, I think his bounty is 100 berries or 80 or something like that, which equates to like 75 cents in the US or something like that. So Chopper has a pretty low bounty, and he is from Drum Island. So a little bit about Chopper. He actually is one of the only Straw Hats that actually is an animal, and he is a reindeer, one of the normal animals in One Piece. And it's crazy because One Piece doesn't really have normal animals, but Chopper is an exception. He's one of the normal animals. Like, we have actual reindeer in our world, and One Piece, apparently they have actual regular reindeer. So Chopper's one of those, but he is a little different because he does have a blue nose, and we all know, I think that's taken from Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, but we got Chopper the blue-nosed reindeer. Rudolph loves delivering presents for millions of children across the world. Chopper loves eating cotton candy and adventuring on pirate cruises. So that's just a little bit about Chopper. And now onto his dark backstory. You would think with a blue nose, Chopper would be the coolest reindeer because he's different. But no, in the animal kingdom, for some reason, if you're different, you do get bullied and beat by your own father and then kicked out of the crew. So Chopper's dad was kind of like the alpha reindeer, and they shunned Chopper, even though his dad was like the alpha reindeer. They shunned him. They didn't eat with him. He was like the black sheep of the herd. And it made it even worse when he got the power of the human fruit, which turned him into a human. So on top of being a blue-nosed reindeer, now he has a devil fruit, and everyone thinks he's even weirder because he's a reindeer walking around on two legs. I don't know. I think if I saw a reindeer walking around on two legs that looked like Chopper, I would kidnap it because just adorable. But the other reindeer, they didn't like that. Animals in the animal kingdom, like I said before, they don't like difference. So that's what happened with Chopper. So after he got kicked out, he decided, okay, well, the reindeers don't accept me, let me go and try to become a human with his human power and go down to the village. But one thing about Chopper's human fruit, it doesn't fully allow him to transform into a human. He kind of looks like a hybrid, like a Sasquatch. So it's a little weird when Chopper goes down to the village, the humans see like this 10-foot tall creature stepping into their village. What are they going to do? The first thing they did was shoot at Chopper, beat Chopper just like his reindeer family did. So at this point, if you're in Chopper's position, you're thinking, okay, there's nowhere I could fit in. So Chopper runs and he goes and he meets Heerluck, Dr. Heerluck, our favorite doctor. And then after Heerluck dies, you guys all know who that is, one of the saddest deaths in One Piece. If you don't know, you should watch One Piece just for that reason. And Heerluck gives us one of the best quotes in One Piece. And it's one of my favorite quotes. Well, not the best quote, but one of my favorite quotes. And it's, when does a man die? A man doesn't die when he's shot or riddled with bullets or stabbed or beaten. A man dies when he's forgotten. And then his death scene was just perfect. And then you guys all know, Chopper from there goes crazy. Dalton stops him. Wappa would have killed Chopper, blah, blah, blah. Whole One Piece. I'm not going to give you guys the whole backstory, but that's just a little bit of it. So now, we're at the point where Luffy shows up to the island after Chopper trains with Dr. Kureha for a while to become the world's best doctor and cure all diseases. That's Chopper's goal. And at this point, this is where it really connects up, because Chopper is from a place where he never had a family and no one really accepted him except for two people in his life. But his reindeer friends didn't accept him, his pack, his herd, and then the humans didn't accept him. So he sees Luffy do all this stuff because, once again, Nami's on the island. They're on Drum Island because Nami got sick from Greenbit. So Chopper sees Luffy go through all this stuff just to help his friends. Like, he sees Luffy climb like the huge mountain to get to the top of the castle to find Nami treatment, and Chopper's like, wow, a human would go through this much just to protect his friends. I want something like this. So that's one of the reasons why Chopper went off to set sail with Luffy. And that just brings me to the loyalty point. I think Chopper is really loyal to Luffy and the crew because it's one of the only places where Chopper actually feels like he's fit in. All Chopper wanted was a family. He wanted to be accepted by a group, and that's just the animal instincts within him. He's a reindeer. He's from a pack. The pack shunned him, and I feel like with the Straw Hats, he's actually found that. And he's like the kid, the baby of the crew, but he still really is someone who's really smart and really loyal to the crew just because he feels like he's a part of that family. And I kind of like that about Chopper. Like, he's really innocent, but he's super smart, and on top of that, he's actually found a place where he could fit in. So I think that's what makes him super loyal. And Chopper has shown his loyalty a lot in the series because Chopper is supposed to be like this cute little reindeer who's cuddly, who's like the mascot of the Straw Hats, and no one takes him seriously. Everyone thinks he's like a raccoon dog and just like the Straw Hats pet, but no, he's actually a very loyal and dedicated member. And he's been in countless fights from Skypiea, fights in Punk Hazard, and just fights everywhere. And Chopper has actually shown that he actually is a genuine member of the Straw Hats. Do you guys remember when Chopper first went Monster Point in Ennie's lobby and he did it for his friends? Like, he has this uncontrollable power and he decided to tap into it just so he can protect the only people who care about him. And like I've said it in the video before, that's why Chopper shows so much loyalty, because he's actually in a place now where he could fit in after being beaten by his crew, his pack, and being beaten by the humans and everyone. He felt like he had no one, and now he actually has a group of people that he could be around. So I don't really think his loyalty is to Luffy. I think he sees Luffy as an amazing person who would do anything to protect the people he cares about, but I really think Chopper is loyal because of the crew and he has somewhere that he fits in. Now, on to that moment where Chopper said Luffy's going to become king of the pirates. And when Chopper said it, it wasn't on a grand scale like Brook announcing it or a couple of the other Straw Hats announcing it, but it still hit home because it was in Punk Hazard when Chopper was speaking to the little girl who was being poisoned by Caesar Clown. And he said to her, "You can believe in Luffy, you can trust in Luffy. Luffy is the man that will become king of the pirates, and he's gonna stop Caesar." And that, for me, I was like, man, Chopper actually believes. Like, I know all the Straw Hats believe, but when you hear the Straw Hats say it, it really hits home. Like, and when you see other characters like Jinbei and Pedro and just side characters say it, it really hits home, and you're like, man, all these people really believe in Luffy and will follow him to the ends of the earth. And speaking of following the Straw Hats to the end of the earth, I like to talk about the moment when they were on Sabaody and the pacifista, well, Kuma showed up and was wiping them off. That moment right there, I always talk about that moment. It was from one of my favorite arcs, Sabaody, how Chopper and all the other Straw Hats were so distressed when they saw their family being torn apart. And I think it really hit home for Chopper because he was like, okay, I finally got a family. I finally got a place where I belong. Now they're being taken away. And he tried everything in his power to stop Kuma. He went to Monster Point and he just rampaged, but he was still taken away. That's basically all I have for Chopper's character. The main point is Chopper is very loyal to the crew. He is loyal to Luffy. He sees Luffy as an amazing person, but he's loyal to the crew because they have the whole family bond. And it's finally a place where Chopper could fit in. But that's pretty much all I have for Chopper. And before I end the video, I just want to say thank you to my Patreon, Lord Gyro. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for supporting me on Patreon. You didn't have any questions for me this video, but hopefully you do for the next video. And with that being said, you guys have a good day and peace.